Do you train your team to add on sales when they're on a service call? And when I say add on sales, I mean an honest, ethical presentation of a service that needs to be addressed that you found on site. If you don't bring this add on sale problem you found to your client, you're doing a disservice to them. By fixing the problem proactively for them, it's a win-win for your client and your company. So if you explain this why to your team, you're going to see a change in their perspective talking about add-on sales when they're on site, so they can do a really good job for the client. So watch this video that follows this by Eric, my business partner, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. A lot of technicians, myself included in the early days, always had this idea that selling is scary, selling is bad, selling is screwing over clients. What is selling really? Selling is educating a client that they need something that they probably didn't know they needed, right? When done ethically and honestly. So, selling can't be bad if we see a problem and we're giving them a solution and then offering to do that solution for a certain amount of money. That's all this is, right? That's all that selling is. It's not closing people and sales techniques and all that. I mean, yeah, those come into play so that we give a good presentation so they understand. But that's not what selling is. Selling is helping people. Selling is reframing in your mind what that sales process gives the client. Okay, yes, it is a necessary thing for your business to continue to run, to have sales. You don't have a job otherwise, right? And for most of us out in the field, to a certain degree for service technicians, we need to sell things that we see once we're on site, add-on sales. That when I didn't do it, there were negative ramifications for the client, not only me and the business, but the client as well. Because what happens? If you don't bring that up, there's going to be a problem, and they might have somebody else come and royally screw that up. So now you've done them a huge disservice because you saw the problem but didn't go and mention it and give them, the opportunity to use you. I've had that multiple times. It used to drive me crazy. I'd go back in to do a bid for something and a client that we'd had for years, and I'd look down and, see this, that, or the other didn't look good. We had a cleaning company. We cleaned tile and marble and upholstery and carpet cleaning and all kinds of stuff, right? And I'd look down and see the tile looked actually worse than it ever had. So I would say to Mr. or Mrs. Jones, hey, what's going on with the tile? Would you like us to clean that? Oh, we just had that cleaned, 3 months ago by XYZ company. Well, how come you didn't call us? I didn't know you did tile. Your guys never told me that. All right, my head would explode. So my guys were way better at cleaning tile than the company that came and did the crummy job on theirs. But because the customer was never informed that we cleaned tile, they got a really bad product or service, probably paid a lot of money for it, and it was subpar. So, I'd have to go back and say, guys, we kind of screwed Mr. and Mrs. Jones over. Well, how do you figure that, Eric? We do a good job when we go there. Yeah, we do. But we didn't offer them the other things that they probably needed done at the time that you guys were there, or at least made them aware that we do them so that when it comes time for them to be ready to clean the tile, they call us, not, chucking a truck down the street, right? So we were constantly reframing what it meant to do sales in the trades. And, I've told you guys a million times, I'll say it again, it's just education. We're educating clients to what their possibilities are with the services that we provide. So please, if you don't really like to sell, work on reframing that in your mind that you are doing a disservice to your clients if you do not bring up the things that you see on the house, right? You will see your add-on sales go through the roof once you take that service mentality to sales.